Former CNN host Don Lemon will be in a federal courtroom today in Minnesota. He is going to be arraigned on federal charges along with 4 others. They were all indicted for the roles they played in an anti-ICE protest disrupting worship service at a St. Paul church. Lemon was arrested last month in Los Angeles. He was there covering the Grammy Awards. He faces 2 federal counts: conspiring to violate someone's constitutional rights, violating the FACE Act for that takeover attack of City's church. Again, a lot of the court documents also describe the words that were being used to people there to frighten their children, and they again were gathered to pray. Can't do that. Let's bring in welcoming a criminal defense attorney who spent 27 years as a federal prosecutor, one time defending President Trump as well, Jim Trusty. I'm just amazed that he's trying to say this is journalism when he was with one of the organizers before. How do you think that this is going to hold up, journalism as a defense, Jim?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to hold up very well. I mean, the reality is there is no special privilege by being a journalist to conspire, to participate in a criminal act. If he's merely there reporting it, merely present is kind of the magic language, then that would be a defense. But it really doesn't have much directly to do with being a journalist. So if the allegations are kind of in the ballpark, that they were intimidating children, that they were telling people you must denounce ICE, that they were obviously intentionally disrupting the First Amendment protected area of religious services, then he's no different than anybody else, and it's a pretty decent case.
He's got a good attorney, Abby Lowell. He also hired someone local who left, one of the offices after some of the ICE enforcement. Just drilling down one more note on this. It is the FACE Act, and you cannot go in. Traditionally, it was used to stop people interfering with abortion clinics. And we saw people who were praying outside, not doing anything disruptive, and they faced charges. So when you have people who were clearly, according to documents, not just disrupting, but blocking people from getting to their kids, saying your parents are going to burn in hell because they're Nazis. How do you parse that it's okay for people quietly praying outside an abortion clinic, but it's not okay, but this is okay?
Yeah, well, you don't parse it unless you're a hypocrite. So, you're right. I mean, the conduct and the words are much worse. Time, place, and manner are kind of the key to First Amendment type conduct. And here, it's indisputed. And by the way, Minnesota, of all places, ought to be a little more sensitive to protecting people in church, children in church, after the Assumption slaughter or the murders that took place in Minnesota back in August. So end of the day, I mean, Abby Lowell will put up a good defense. There'll be some First Amendment challenges. They'll challenge the FACE Act. And it's amazing how people that love the FACE Act for going after quietly praying people on the sidewalk are suddenly hardcore Federalists that think that it doesn't reach the conduct in this church. Political position, not really a legal one, though.
Well, Don Lemon probably enjoying this moment of 15 minutes. We also know the court is allowing him to travel outside the country. He's got a trip planned for France this summer. So Don Lemon, former journalist, now trying to say he is a journalist. We'll see how it all holds up, Jim. It is good to have you.
Good to see you.